Hi and welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to have a look at the epic three-parter Galactus trilogy during John Byrne's fantastic run on the Fantastic Four. And it's from issue 242, 243 and 244. So it all kicks off in 242 with the arrival of Terex the Tamer. And I cannot tell you just how amazingly fantastic these comics are. Look at the artwork there. There's Terex on his way. The Herald of Galactus, of course. Usually when the Herald arrives, it's not really, doesn't do well. But anyway, Terex is on a mission. So there's Ben Grimm with Alicia, and there is Johnny Storm with Frankie Ray. So big developments for Frankie later on during this trilogy, and it's just a great story. And there's the Terex arriving and throwing a field over Manhattan. So yeah, fantastic artwork, fantastic story, and it just is one of these look at the artwork, one of these three-parters where the next part is even better than the first. So Terex throwing a field over Manhattan and kind of ripping Manhattan from the ground, and then Susan Richards throwing a force field around it, and kind of emphasizing the development of her powers and just how strong a character she was. And then you've got a few little cameos here from Spider-Man, Daredevil, Iron Man and Thor. So obviously they're alerted to the fact that something's not going well. And look at this, look at the artwork there for Thor and Iron Man. Just Byrne could just draw any character, and as a writer this is just peak Byrne. And then of course we get to the end of the issue where the Fantastic Four meet Terex, but Terex gives them an ultimatum. They have a choice. They either let Manhattan perish, or they destroy Galactus. So yeah, so that's that issue. And then the issue kicks off again with this. This is like a John Byrne masterpiece, this particular Fantastic Four comic, number 243. And there's the cover. Doctor Strange, Thor, the Wasp, Human Torch, Captain America, Mr. Fantastic, Iron Man, The Thing. Yeah, it's all kicking off. So there, the Baxter building, kind of relatively really damaged after Terex's siege on it. And then Frankie Ray stays behind to be with Sue, while all the Avengers begin to assemble because of what's happening in Manhattan. And the Fantastic Four then are up in space. And then we get introduced to Galactus. And at this stage, Galactus is quite hungry. He hasn't had a meal in a while, and is feeling, feeling the effects of not eating a planet. So the Fantastic Four, as they have done before, have to step it up in order to save the world again. There's Frankie Ray. So Frankie Ray seems to be curious about Galactus and who Galactus is, and that will all have repercussions later. So there's Terrax getting his comeuppance, because Terrax really did think he was going to be able to take on Galactus, because Galactus is weakened and hungry. But you don't mess with Galactus, as Terrax discovers, because he takes all of Terrax's power away from him, as he is given, so he takes away. Yeah, fantastic artwork. Just fantastic. Yeah. This comic is just like, I'm just looking at this one here where Galactus is just about to kind of finish his goal of starting to consume the earth, and then this epic arrival here. I see thee nay. So who could it be? Who could it be but Thor and the Avengers? Look at that. So this is just like epic stuff. Oh my God, look at that artwork. Folks, have we ever had it like this since? Just marvelous. So then the Avengers, along with Doctor Strange, because he arrives, takes on Galactus, observed by Spider-Man and Daredevil, who sit on the sidelines and just watch the heavy hitters at work. And it's just like, look, Doctor Strange casts a spell and kind of knocks Galactus, which probably doesn't happen that often. And then this epic, look, iconic face. Galactus falls. Goodness. So it gets to the end of the issue. Galactus falls. Galactus is in a weakened state. So the opportunity is there maybe to destroy Galactus, but then Reed Richards says that no, that's not what they have to do. Instead, they have to save Galactus. So what happens next? Issue 244. Look who's on the cover when calls Galactus. This little tribute, I think, to Kirby, Jack Kirby. And this is the new Herald of Galactus. Who could it be? So this issue starts back with a flashback, as told by Reed Richards. There's a couple of pages of Johnny Storm. He's in a bad way. So we get the full rundown then by Reed. And there's Galactus in all his glory. And of course Galactus is starving. He doesn't have any energy left, so Mr. Fantastic assembles a machine from the Baxter building, and it gets powered by Thor's lightning and some kind of help by Tony Stark, aka Iron Man. And then through some precision of throwing his shield, Cap activates this energy machine. It goes off, and it gives Galactus some energy to sustain him. So Galactus lives, and yeah. Then there is a kind of a talk about saving the Earth, or basically asking Galactus, please don't eat us, don't devour us. And Galactus enters into a conversation, and then Frankie Ray comes in and says that, yeah, she's up for the mark and that she will be Galactus's new herald. So here's Frankie. Frankie, by the way, dropped all tools, including Johnny Storm, when she had the opportunity to become the Herald of Galactus. She kind of processed all of that, so it didn't give her long to present herself. So, yeah. And indeed, Galactus takes her on, and now she becomes the new Herald. And she is no longer bound to the Earth, and she takes to the stars, and quite happy to do so. But she's leaving behind a kind of a broken-hearted Johnny Storm. Johnny always gets his heart broke every now and then. And then Galactus leaves, and indeed he acknowledges that he may actually have made some friends through all of this, especially when they had the opportunity to destroy him, but instead they saved him. So yeah, so that's how this absolute epic three-parter finishes. So there are 3 runs in the 80s that are just epic. The first, I would say, maybe, let's say, Walt Simonson's Thor, and then Frank Miller's Daredevil, and John Byrne's Fantastic Four. So these 3 are absolutely epic comics. And if you ever wanted just to introduce yourself to John Byrne or to his run in the Fantastic Four, I would suggest that you might just pick up these 3 issues here and give it a go. So I hope you enjoyed my channel, and I hope that you enjoyed looking at these masterpieces by John Byrne. Thanks for watching. Bye.